Yes, go ahead, speak.
Sir, did you watch the just concluded United Nations General Assembly?
I watched some of it, yes.
Okay. I want you to go back tomorrow, do this experiment, play all the video of African leaders who spoke on that podium. They use one word. We are African and we want a seat on the United. They never say we are Madingo or Igbo. They say we are, I'm coming. I said every one of them use the word we are African. So you go on the street to interview an uninformed guy and say this uninformed guy is now. It's like saying, I'm going to go on the street and ask somebody who is unsophisticated to speak to a sophisticated issue. If you go on the street and ask someone who is from Ethiopia, okay, and say, "Are you African?" He said, "Yes." He would say, "Yeah, my country is on the continent of Africa, but I am Amharic or I am Oromo." He will call his ethnic group. What I did tell you is that you are an ethnic group of an African people. An ethnic group doesn't fall from heaven. It's just a group of people came together at a certain time and they form certain common understanding among themselves due to certain history, and they become an ethnic group. It doesn't fall from the sky. You are a Madingo at some point, they didn't exist. It was just a group of Africans created a different dialect and they became Madingo. So I'm telling you, the African American is just an ethnic group within the global African community. The Jamaican. You are not the only one in the diaspora. The Jamaicans are there. The Haitians are there. The Barbados, the president of Barbados, she even spoke, identify herself as African. She's from the Caribbean. So I'm telling you, we are an African people, but you being a separate ethnic group is a fact. But that doesn't make you a different people.
Brother Larry, you hear me, Brother Larry?
Yeah, I hear you, Sir.
Did you hear Sekou just now?
I heard what he said.
What do you think about that when I say that we are our own people now? Because I've learned a lot of that from you. Go ahead.
sa.neter.
Yeah.
What language is he speaking?
English.
He's colonized. His perspective is colonized because he's been taught that.
Thank you. That's what I said.
The colonial reference to the people on that continent is a singular reference, right?
Right.
There are over 1,000 different ethnic groups on that continent. But
so what?
The outside, listen.
Hold on, say
the outside, they don't respect your culture. They don't respect you. They calling you African because they don't have any regard for you. They don't care to learn your identity. African is not an identity. African,
listen to that.
That's what someone called you. You didn't call yourself that. Someone else called you that. You Mandingo? Did Kakamusa call himself African? I don't think
you
so.
Mandingo, Sekou. He asked you, are you Mandingo?
Did Kakamusa call himself African? I don't think so.
Sekou, where you
that
at?
That would be Mansa Musa.
sa.neter, you are mute. If I thought you would mute me, that's why I'm silent. I'm waiting.
Okay.
When the Mandinka were fighting those Berbers that got a hold of Mauritania right now, right? Because they was enslaving black people, right? Were they enslaving Africans or were they enslaving Mandinkas?
Go ahead.
They was beefing with the other clan.
And when the Fulani in 1804 had their jihad in Nigeria under Usman Dan Fodio, right? When they was enslaving the houses, they wasn't enslaving Africans, they was enslaving houses. That's how you got House of Fulani right now. That's how you got over 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria in one place. That was doing slave trade. They was corralling them people. They wasn't just Europeans doing that.
What is exactly the point? I don't understand the point. What is the point?
My point is that these are not Africans.
They
You
are
had
what?
Fulanis, you had Mandinkas, you had Hausas, you had Yorubas, you had Wolofs, you had Soninkes, you had Gas, Gandegbes,
Are you
Ashantis.
American? Are you American?
No, I'm not American. I'm
You
black.
are what?
Oh,
I'm black.
You are black. Is it what is written in your passport?
Passport.
In your passport, what is written there? Is it black or American?
I'm sitting.
No. What is written in your passport?
Passport for? I'm where I'm from. I don't need
Where?
to go
What is written
here.
there? What is written there?
I didn't come here. I didn't come here. I was born here.
Are you
Everybody not
American
have
or not?
passports, man.
No,
Everybody don't have passports.
Okay.
no. I'm not
So
American. No.
you are not
I'm
American?
not American. No.
You
No.
see?
That's a political ideology. That's a
So
political ideology. That's not.
so are you African? So sa.neter, when you say you are your own people, didn't you say you are African and you are Black American?
Something to you. Sekou. Sekou. Sekou.
What is the name of
If
your
you
what is
allow
the
your
name of
enemy
your
to, if
people?
you allow your enemy to define you, right? Then
Sa.neter,
you're insane.
can I speak? Can I speak?
Go ahead, say.
Yeah, he make a lot of statements that have no meaning. First of all, he
He
said,
breaks up. I don't even
let me,
understand.
he said, there are so many ethnic groups in Africa. So what? So is
He
Europe,
breaks up.
so
I don't
is
even understand.
Asia,
Oh
so is
man,
America.
you can hear him
Well,
good.
I'm coming.
He said there's so many ethnic groups. Go ahead.
So many ethnic groups.
Listen.
Can
Listen.
I finish? Can I finish?
He can't
Yeah, I
hear
can hear you now.
Sekou.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Now
go
I
ahead.
can hear him.
Go
Now
ahead.
I can hear him.
He can hear you now. Go ahead.
Sa.neter, he said, because there are so many ethnic groups in Africa, therefore they are not Africans. So there are so many ethnic groups in Asia, therefore they are not Asians. There are so many ethnic groups in
No, they're not.
America.
No,
Therefore,
they're
I'm
not. No,
coming.
they're not.
Let him go.
Hold
Let him go.
on.
Let him go. So when
Hold
you go,
on.
you can talk.
Okay.
Therefore, they are not Americans because our ancestors so many years ago did not call themselves Africans. Therefore, the idea of Africa does not exist. Did your ancestor call themselves Americans? Are you not American? Did your ancestor call themselves Black Americans?
Are you
They did
asking
not.
me a question?
I'm coming.
Do you want me to answer?
I'm coming.
Do you want me to answer? Because
Let me
I
finish.
have an answer for you.
He
All right, let
doesn't
him
want
finish.
to.
Let him finish. You're gonna close out in a minute. Go ahead, Sekou. Go ahead.
All of those arguments make absolutely no sense. People can come together and call themselves whatever they want to call themselves at any given time in human history. We call ourselves African today because it's not because what Masakanka Musa called himself. Masakanka Musa called himself, he used to refer to a land as Farafina. Farafina in Mandinka, which is my language, is black people land. When he came in contact with the Arabs and the other people, he knew the distinction between his place and the other people's place. He used the word Farafina. Till today, the word used to describe all black people country in Africa, in my language, is Farafina. And it just means land of black people. So all I'm trying to tell you is that the word Africa shouldn't be an obstacle. Whether it comes from Roman or Greek, we understand that we are referring to a geographical location. And this geographical location has history and culture of people that are tied together. We have different ethnic groups, that's fine. But we have common history, common ancestors, and common linguistic connection. Did we fight each other? Yes. Did
All right.
we fight?
Listen now.
Let me land.
Because
All right.
Let me land. Shit.
what you're doing is you're making a false argument.
Let
He
me
gonna
land. Let me land. Just
Larry, he's
wait.
gonna land right now. He closing out right now. Go ahead,
Let me
close out.
close enough. The fighting, whether Africans fought themselves, is a very ridiculous argument. Europeans fought themselves more than any other people on this planet. Europeans fought one of the greatest tribal wars among themselves. They sold themselves into slavery. And they called Europeans. Did the Greeks call themselves Europeans? Did the Romans call themselves Europeans? Does that negate the European identity? Why do you guys ascribe a standard?
The European
All right,
identity.
Sekou, let him go. Let him go, Sekou. Let him go
Look,
now.
what you're doing is you're making false arguments, bro. And your false arguments are based on your ignorance. And I don't mean to call you ignorant, because obviously you have some knowledge, but your comprehension of that knowledge is what makes you ignorant. First of all, you're conflating things, right? Which means you're taking a whole bunch of stuff and you're trying to put it together when it don't belong together. No, the Greeks didn't call themselves Europeans. No, the Romans didn't call themselves Europeans. And no, then white people over there don't call themselves Europeans today. Only the ones that belong to the European Union, right? European is not an identity, okay? Europe is not even a continent. Europe comes from Greek mythology, and it was an Ethiopian princess. All right? Now, that's number one. Number two, I'm not talking about because there was quote-unquote tribal wars. It's my contention that those tribal wars didn't occur until Islam got there. Islam started out like tribalism in Africa, if you ask me, right? What I'm saying is that all of those people have their own history, their own culture, their own language, their own tradition, and they did not see themselves as the same. They did not call themselves the same thing. And as far as you saying the land of the blacks, listen, that's what Sudan means, right? In ancient Kemet, Egypt was the land of the blacks, right? We always refer to ourselves as black. That's not new. The translate, in fact, the Romans got it from the Berbers, because the Berber word for that water is where you get the country Niger from. And that word, when the Romans got a hold of it, is where the Roman word for black comes from. Okay? Which ultimately the Spanish got a hold to, and the Portuguese and the English and the Dutch, because the Dutch used to be a part of the Spanish Empire, where they got that from. And the Dutch word for black is nigger. I'm sitting in a former Dutch colony. The English took this colony from the Dutch in 1664. They dated American slavery from 1619. The Dutch took 23 black people from this colony, which was New Amsterdam, and traded them to the English colony of Jamestown, Virginia in 1619. That's when they date American slavery. From the Dutch trade, not from the African trade, from the Dutch trade. Now, I'm not telling you the Dutch didn't get those people from Africa, but what I'm telling you is that when you say African, to black people in America, we talking about black people on the continent of Africa. On the continent of Africa, when you say African, you could be talking about Berbers, you could be talking about East Indians, you could be talking about some mixed people, you could be talking about people that don't look nothing like us, or you could be talking about black people. You could be talking about black people that call themselves Arabs. You could be talking about black people that don't consider themselves black people on the continent of Africa, because they on the continent of Africa. You got a whole swath in the north of some Tuaregs that try to overthrow Mali and try to make a separate country called Azawad that started the Civil War a couple of years ago. They didn't want to have nothing to do with the blacks in the South.
Sa.neter, can you time us so that we can all talk? Can you time us?
Now you can go ahead and talk, but what I'm saying is, don't tell me about people that have that just because they're brown that makes them African, because they ain't happening on the continent of Africa. Now go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm trying, the argument I'm making, let me make my argument very clear. I'm saying the term African, it has geopolitical significance, it has historical significance, and has cultural significance to us. When we use I'm coming. Can I finish? I was silent when you were talking.
No, I need to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, just relax. Let me finish. Just be patient. Take your notes.
You have to tell me what you're saying when you say cultural significance.
Can you take your notes and wait? Stop cutting my thoughts. Just wait, because that's a strategy. You muted me. You can mute him as well.
Brother Larry, you got to let him go. Just let him go.
I need to know what he means by cultural significance.
Can you mute him as well?
All right, go ahead, Larry, because he's going to tell you right now. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, Sekou.
So he's first of all denying tonight that he's not an American, because he knows when he agrees to that put all his argument in the garbage. That's why he doesn't want to. He denied tonight he's not an American. He's living in that land. all his documents tonight is American, but to win an argument on the internet, he's not an American. This is how ridiculous and dishonest people can be just to win a debate. They are intellectually dishonest. Let's use the word Western civilization. Wherever you are, none of you can argue right now. If you type the word Western civilization, you wouldn't find what they call the collective West, which include America and all European countries. Now, geographically, when you use the word West, Australia is part of Western civilization, but Australia is not in the West. Australia is not in the West. All the white countries that are identified as Western countries, they are not necessarily in the Western hemisphere, but they use the term as a geopolitical term to cover all European descendants. Okay, Australia is not in the West. It's considered Western civilization. Many other countries, New Zealand, other, they consider, I'm coming. And when they use the word Western civilization, they mean European civilization.
Yeah, he's saying you're breaking up. He can't hear you, but we can hear him good.
If you guys can hear me, he's pretending not to hear me, but I think you guys can hear me.
Like, you sound like a computer program. It don't sound real.
Yeah.
sa.neter, is it true for you guys or for him alone?
It's him alone. We can hear it good.
So you are the one who have a computer program problem.
Where you at, Larry?
He's on the phone.
Yeah, he's on the phone. That's why. I got Larry on the phone. He's talking to you on the phone.
Right.
Okay, that's why. Larry, jump in here. So what I'm trying to say here, when you use the word African, the geopolitical significance is that we are referring to people who have a common history in recent times, colonization of Africa, slavery. We all have a common history connecting us to that. In terms of ancestry, when you do our DNA right now, we are more related than you will be related to any other group of people on this planet. Cultural, we are related. You can say, oh, we don't speak the language, and we don't, but you have so many cultural elements within your culture, your music, your church, most things that you do, they are only cognizant with the African culture. So the African American, the Jamaican is more African, connected to the African people than any other people on the planet. That's what I'm saying. We are.
That's your point? That's your point?
Can I finish, man? Or you want to talk? What is the issue?
We're connected.
What is the discipline? Can I finish?
I don't dispute that we're connected.
Okay, I will let you finish. I will show to you how discipline. Let me teach you discipline. Let me teach you discipline. I'll be quiet. You talk.
Yeah, but at first he called me a liar. I gotta listen to him call me a liar, and then listen to him tell me something that I'm not saying. He's incorrect. I never said we weren't connected. I never said there's no connection. I'm telling him that we're not African. That's your enemy calling you that. That's not you calling yourself that. If he's a Mandinka, he knows his identity. He knows this. He's being disingenuous. He knows this. He speaks his language. He knows his language. He knows there's no word for African in Mandinka. He knows that. That's a foreign term. He knows that. So he's the one that's being disingenuous. I'm telling him that I'm not American. That means that I don't identify with the political ideology of this country. No. That's all. I'm not telling you that I'm not here, that I wasn't born here, that I'm not a citizen of this country. I'm not telling you that. But tell me you're a citizen of Africa. Because there's no such thing. Now, sa.neter, I'm going to go. Leave you with this.
Okay. Now he's running. I taught you discipline. I taught you discipline. Now you got to discipline and listen.
I'll see you tomorrow, Larry. I got to come get you tomorrow. You're going to be turned up.
No, he has to listen now. He has to be disciplined and listen as well.
Hey,
because I just taught him discipline.
I wanted to tell you, the phone was open when I was hearing that reverb.
Oh, okay.
Our lines were open. That's why.
Oh, yeah, it was, because I looked at it and I seen it and I had to hang up. Go ahead, Sekou.
He said the enemies call us African.
Hey, Sekou, before you go on, let me let you know.
He
Brother
said
Larry,
he's a citizen of America.
cool. Do you hear me? You hear me?
Yes.
I want to let you know he had many battles with Jabari. You can see him sitting down with Jabari. We all from New York City, from Harlem. So Brother Larry had many battles with Jabari. I'm going to throw up one. I'm going to throw up one tomorrow.
Yeah.
So is that the old guy, Larry?
Yeah, that's Brother Larry. Yeah.
Oh, the brother Larry. Oh,
Yeah,
I know him very well. I've been following him. Okay, I didn't know he's the one. He sounds very young on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Brother Larry.
Okay.
Hey,
Then I'm
I
very,
agree.
very sorry. It's an elder Larry. I respect him. I didn't know he's the one. I wouldn't have
Well,
yelled
I'm
like
gonna let
that.
you know, I'm taking the side of Larry. That's one of my teachers right there. And
Yeah.
I'm wrong with Larry. Larry's right. You wrong on this one, Sekou.
No, I'm not wrong. Larry
Yes.
is an American. He denied to be an American tonight.
No, that's not, brother. You got to understand what he was saying.
Who called you an American? Who called you American?
He said he don't agree with the political. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, whether he agree or not, is he an American or not?
That's a political term. It wasn't by choice.
So America have the choice to call people American, but we don't have a choice to agree that we are African.